Welcome to 2020 post-NBA Draft International Bowl Market Watch. There were 13 international players that were drafted last week as part of the 2020 NBA Draft. 13 players from 10 different countries that were drafted. Seven from the first round, and 6 in the second round. The first player that was drafted, the highest number was Killian Hayes. Was born from France. Was selected 7th overall by the Detroit Pistons, becoming the highest drafted French player ever. Hayes was named the All-Star at the 2 Basketball Without Borders and Global Camps as part of the NBA All-Star 2018 and 2019, and became the 9th former BWB camper to be drafted at the top 10 in the last 5 years. Dani Avdija of Israel was selected 9th overall by Washington Wizards, becoming the highest drafted Israeli player ever. Just the 2nd Israeli player to be drafted in the first round, which next to Omri Caspi was 23rd overall draft in 2009. Avdija was named MVP of Basketball Without Borders Europe in 2018 and BWB Basketball Global 2019, and becomes the 10th former BW camper to be drafted in the top 10 in the last 5 years. Avdija's father, Zufer, won a bronze medal with Yugoslavia at the 1982 FIBA Basketball World Championships and played professionally in Serbia and Israel. The next player was Aleksej Pokuseveski from Serbia, was selected 17th overall by Minnesota Timberwolves, becoming the highest drafted Serbian player since Darko Milicic, who was 2nd overall in 2003, and the 4th player to be drafted in the first round in the last 15 years. Josh Green of Australia, by way of University of Arizona, was selected 18th overall by Dallas Mavericks, becoming the highest drafted Australian player since Ben Simmons. That was first overall pick in 2016. Next pick was Precious Achiuwa from Nigeria, was selected 20th overall by Miami Heat, becoming the 3rd Nigerian player to be drafted in the first round since 2000. There are 10 current and former NBA players from Nigeria, tied with Senegal for the most of any African country. Leandro Bolmaro of Argentina, by way of FC Barcelona, was selected 23rd by the New York Knicks, becoming the highest drafted Argentinian player ever. Bolmaro participated in Basketball Without Borders Americas in 2017 and Basketball Without Borders Global 2018, where he was the All-Star alongside fellow 2020 draftees Killian Hayes and Josh Green. Udoka Azubuike of Nigeria was selected 27th overall by the Utah Jazz, making the first time that 2 players from Nigeria were selected in the first round of the same NBA draft. Precious Achiuwa was selected 20th overall by the Miami Heat. Theo Maledon of France, by way of Asvel, was selected 34 overall by Philadelphia 76ers. Maledon participated in 2018 NBA Global Camp in Treviso, Italy, alongside fellow 2020 draftees. Again, Killian Hayes of France and Josh Green of Australia. Krejci of Czech Republic, by way of Castamont Zaragoza, was selected 37th overall by Washington Wizards, becoming the first player drafted from the Czech Republic since Tomas Satoransky, 32nd overall in 2012. Nick Richards of Jamaica, by way of University of Kentucky, was selected 42nd overall by New Orleans Pelicans, becoming the highest drafted Jamaican player since Runil Robinson, 10th overall in 1990, and the first Jamaican player drafted since Jerome Jordan, 44th overall in 2010. Marko Simonovic of Montenegro was selected 44th overall by the Chicago Bulls. Madar of Israel, by way of Tel Aviv, was selected 47th overall by the Boston Celtics, making the first time that two Israeli players were selected in the NBA draft. Dani Avdija was selected 9th overall by the Washington Wizards, who is the highest drafted Israeli player ever. And of course, Niko Mannion of Italy, by way of University of Arizona, was selected 48th overall by the Golden State Warriors, becoming the highest drafted Italian player since Danilo Gallinari, who was 6th overall in 2008. Mannion was born in Italy and holds dual citizenship. His father, Pace, who played in the NBA and Italian League. This draft comprised of 13 international players. Congratulations, everybody. And please stay tuned for International Ball Market Watch as we look to cover basketball news around the globe.